Okay, this tutorial, I wanted to show you miscellaneous features of the software. So the first thing I want to show you is this Waffle. It's very similar to the Waffle in Google. If you click this, all of the sidebar information comes up. So I want to show you the different features to this. Okay, there is a images piece to this. So to get images in here, basically you can download Google Images, or let's say you have a bunch of photos that you took from your phone and it's on your desktop. You can upload those into your images by using these features right here. This here starts, this is where you can find those images. And then what you do is you just drag and drop. Booyah. Well, I've already done that though. But let's see here. Let's try this one. Does that work? I do know there's a delay on some of these. So when you create a new folder by clicking this, you can do a new folder. And there's my new folder. So you have to just be patient with some of this because it does take like a 10-second delay sometimes. So there's all my images, and then like I showed you in a previous tutorial, you can bring those images into your whiteboard and mark them up, do what you need to do. Video. This is where all my video tutorials are that I'm making. I made a new folder using this down here, and I clicked video tutorials. And there's my side-by-side, my dot camera, my visualizer, and my whiteboard. And then you go back. And then this is the one that is currently being filmed that I'm making right now. I made some classes too. I have a social studies and a science class. And when you click in here, you can actually upload students. So I have Genghis Khan, Immanuel Kant, Joan of Arc, and Martha Washington in here. But you can actually, you can create your first classroom, and then you can mimic that classroom, and it'll keep all those same students. So I'm thinking middle school, I teach 6 different classes. I'll have a homeroom, and then I'll have all my different social studies block 1, or social studies class 1, period 1, period 2. You can make all your classes in here, like I did. Let's see. And this is where you would do that. So like if I wanted to duplicate my science, I would just click this, duplicate. I'll call it period science, period 2. We're going to be 7th grade this time. You give it a passcode. Nothing's high. That is a requirement to do this, and click save. And there it is. So once you get all your classes made, then you can do it. This is another way to make classes. You can add your students. So you go in here. Give me a second here. Get out of there. That's my profile. What's this? Takes me back to the whiteboard. How did we do students before? All right, here probably. Yeah. Oh, it says plus sign. To add a new student, you can just click new, and it'll go ahead and you can put the profile in there. Or if you want to pull a student from another class, you can do it from that way too. I just made my own new students. So then there's this report feature, which I haven't gotten into, but what it looks like to me is it looks like this is a good way to, you can keep track of students' work, point values, things like that. I don't see a lot of need for this. So the class feature I wouldn't be using a lot, but I just wanted to throw it out there so that you kind of were introduced to it. And then the search feature I haven't quite figured out because I've tried different things. Searching, like, I'm going to upload. Ooh, I got an idea. Maps. Yeah, so it searches your images. So what this feature does is if you use it quite a while, Anybody who has Google Drive knows that it can sometimes be difficult to find documents in there when you have hundreds of documents. So the same thing here. If you have a ton of images, then you would search your images and it would pull that up. So that's what that does. And this is just a brief overview of this Waffle here. The biggest thing I would be using it for is for the images, to be able to pull into the whiteboard for lessons. That's the biggest benefit here.